in the rate of growth of funds after a more than 90% increase, a moderation in the rate of growth of funds to enable us to invest more in schools around the country, including here in the Northern Territory. And I want every child in the Northern Territory, every child, to get a great education, and I want every school to have the resources it needs to provide the kids in that school a great education. The model of school funding we're putting before the people of the Northern Territory is certainly right for the Northern Territory because it recognises factors like the additional resources you need to educate Indigenous kids, to work small schools, to work schools in remote locations. So it's a big step forward for education here, and that's why the Chief Minister and the CLP government should embrace it, just the way Premier O'Farrell embraced it for his state of New South Wales.
Chief Minister Adam Giles doesn't sound too keen, though. This is what he's had to say so far.
Look, if the Prime Minister wants to change her offer...
Phone to Premier O'Farrell, who runs the biggest schooling system in our country, and ask Premier O'Farrell why he thought it was a good deal for New South Wales schools, for the education of the 1.1 million students in New South Wales schools, and for the future of the New South Wales economy.
How confident are you, though, that he will sign up?
Well, you'd have to put that question to Chief Minister Giles, but it comes down to a very simple proposition. Do you put the children of the Northern Territory first? Yes or no?
A lot of our listeners want to ask you about gay marriage. New Zealand's done it, France have done it, even New South Wales is talking about it. Why are we as a nation being left behind on legalising gay marriage?
Well, I've got my own views on this, but the appropriate thing is that every Member of Parliament can come to the Parliament and exercise their conscience and make a choice when propositions for change of the Marriage Act are put before the Parliament to create same-sex marriage. For my political party, the Labor Party, I ensured that that was the case. I didn't want anybody to think that they needed to follow what I was going to do. They should all think as individuals. We need to see that spread to every side of politics and, in particular, the Liberal and National parties.
But isn't this the sort of thing that does need some leadership?
It's the sort of thing where people should get a conscience vote. You've just pointed to the change in New Zealand. In New Zealand, the parliamentarians there had a conscience vote.
Julia Gillard, you're in town for a little while longer. What are you up to today?
Well, I'll get the opportunity to see some school children, so I'll very much enjoy that. I'll get the opportunity to go to the university and to open a new centre there. I'll get the opportunity to be out and about talking to people, so I'm very much looking forward to it.
And will one of those people be the Chief Minister?
It's likely that I'll be able to catch up with him later today.
Thanks for catching up with us this morning.
You're very welcome.
Prime